When it comes to trucks that can do it all, the Ram 2500 is as close as you get to owning a powerhouse on wheels. For decades, pickup trucks were seen strictly as tools, big, clunky, rugged machines that focused on strength and durability over comfort or refinement. But in recent years, we've seen a fascinating shift. Trucks like the Ram 2500 don't just lift heavy and haul hard. They've evolved into luxury spaces on wheels, designed to impress on every front. And with the 6.7-liter Cummins turbo diesel inline-six under the hood, it doesn't just flex. It absolutely roars. The numbers alone tell you this isn't an average vehicle. Producing 430 horsepower and a staggering 1,075 lb-ft of torque, this engine doesn't simply offer capability, it offers command. That kind of muscle means the Ram 2500 can tow up to 20,000 pounds, or carry nearly 3,000 pounds in its bed without breaking a sweat. These aren't just stats. They represent freedom, flexibility, and the ability to get the job done without compromise. Whether you're hauling construction materials, towing a massive trailer, or transporting heavy gear to a remote site, the Ram 2500 makes sure you're never left wanting for more. But what's equally impressive is how much thought and detail has gone into making that brute strength manageable. It's not easy designing a truck this large that also feels intuitive to drive. Yet Ram manages to find a balance between power and control. The 8-speed automatic transmission sends power to all four wheels with fluid consistency, helping this beast move more like a well-trained workhorse than a wild stallion. Maneuvering through urban streets or backcountry gravel trails, the truck always feels stable and composed. That's not to say it's small. It's not. At nearly 20 feet long and over 6.5 feet wide, this is a vehicle that demands space and respect. But if you're behind the wheel, it also gives you an undeniable sense of confidence. The design is unmistakably bold. Ram has made no effort to downplay its size. From its broad front grille to its high-riding fenders and massive wheels, the truck looks like it's perpetually in charge. This specific version, the Limited Longhorn trim, adds a layer of rugged elegance. You get the 6-foot bed, crew cab, and enough road presence to make anything parked nearby feel inferior. It's not just about intimidation, though. Ram gives this trim Western-themed flair, complete with leather filigree, gold-tone accents, and a refined sense of craftsmanship that feels more cowboy chic than utilitarian. The interior offers a cabin experience that borders on opulent, which is not a word you'd expect to use in the same sentence as heavy-duty pickup. Once you step inside, you understand what makes this truck feel so different. Yes, it can haul just about anything. Yes, it's longer than a limousine. But sit down in those plush leather seats, and you're greeted by one of the most high-tech, feature-packed interiors in any truck on the market today. The 14.4-inch Uconnect touchscreen stands tall in the center of the dash, serving as the control center for everything from navigation and media to climate and vehicle settings. A 12-inch digital driver display gives you more than enough customizable data to feel like you're piloting a command center, and there's even a third screen for the front passenger. That level of technology not only impresses, it proves that Ram is serious about making the 2500 both a workhorse and a comfort zone. What really seals the deal for many owners is how this truck handles long hauls. Active noise cancellation, a 17-speaker Harman Kardon audio system, and plenty of cabin insulation mean you can cruise down the highway in near silence while listening to crisp audio. That's an experience that used to be reserved for luxury sedans and SUVs, not diesel-powered heavy-duty trucks. And when you're spending long hours behind the wheel, whether for work or road tripping, those creature comforts become more than a luxury, they become a necessity. Still, for all the polish, the Ram 2500 hasn't forgotten what it's built for. The step in height is serious business, especially for shorter drivers or passengers. But Ram adds helpful features like power deploying running boards and a slide-out bed step to make it manageable. Once in the bed, you'll find lighting, tie-downs, and even power outlets, making it a real workspace on the go. The optional fifth wheel prep package and trailer backup assist dial add layers of towing functionality that make tough jobs feel a little less intimidating. The truck's ride quality also impresses. Despite its size, the suspension system manages to absorb most road imperfections, keeping things relatively smooth. Even when unloaded, the ride doesn't get too bouncy, which is often the case with other trucks in this category. And when fully loaded, it still drives with poise and predictability. That makes it ideal for those who need a daily work companion but don't want to feel beat up by the end of the day. There are, of course, trade-offs. Fuel economy isn't stellar, but it's also not supposed to be in a truck this powerful. Averaging just over 15 miles per gallon is about what you'd expect, and when you consider what this truck can do, it's a reasonable sacrifice. Parking and maneuvering in tight spaces, however, is a real challenge. The cameras help, and the mirrors are excellent, but you're still managing a massive piece of machinery that simply wasn't designed for compact city life. Compared to rivals from Ford and GM, the Ram 2500 feels the most refined. It offers many of the same features, power, towing capacity, luxury trims, but does so with more personality and polish. The Ford Super Duty lineup is an excellent competitor and offers strong diesel options too, but Ram's interior still edges it out in terms of overall design and comfort. GM's heavy-duty trucks also bring great capabilities to the table, often at a slightly lower price point, but fall behind slightly in interior tech and upscale feel. It's also worth noting that the Ram 3500 exists for buyers who need even more muscle, particularly in dual rear-wheel configurations. But for most serious users who want to balance work with everyday comfort, the 2500 hits that sweet spot. And with a range of trims, bed lengths, drivetrain options, and cabin configurations, Ram gives buyers an impressive degree of flexibility. After a week of testing this truck in real-world conditions, from home improvement stores to gravel roads and traffic-clogged cities, the verdict is clear. The Ram 2500 diesel isn't for everyone, but for the right person, it's a dream machine. It's not an impulse buy. With a price tag that can cross the six-figure mark, it's an investment, not just in capability, but in quality of life. It's a truck that's as much about lifestyle as it is about function. In the end, the Ram 2500 stands out not just because it's powerful, but because it dares to be more than that. It proves that brute force and sophistication can live in the same package. For those who genuinely need what it offers, there's nothing quite like it. And for everyone else, it's a reminder of what happens when a workhorse grows up to become a luxury thoroughbred.